Good morning or good evening. Which one is it?
Good morning!
Dr. Kyle here with Movement Mentor. Today we're going to go over how we can use a pillow to sleep better and make sure our low back does not bother us and wake us up in the middle of the night. During the nighttime, your low back can just constantly, especially when the muscles are tight, feel that pushing and pulling motion, and it just feels constantly irritated or aggravated, right? So there's a great way to use a pillow in order to combat all of the unwanted stress and make sure your low back feels more comfortable when sleeping, okay? So first off, it depends if obviously you're a side sleeper, if you're a stomach sleeper, or if you're on the back kind of sleeper, okay? So first we'll cover if you're on your back, which on your back is the best way to sleep. But I mean, out of all the patients I've talked to, not many sleep on their back. It's one of the most uncomfortable positions. You just feel weird. Plus it's not really natural because we as animals want to protect ourselves. So we don't want to just lie open, ready to be eaten in the wild. What? I don't know why I just went off on a tangent there, but anyway, let's get into it. So if you're on your low back, or if you're on your back for your low back, you're gonna take the pillow and make sure it's a nice fluffy pillow.
It's so fluffy!
Don't get one that's just gonna, flatten out, because that's not gonna help anything. You're gonna take this pillow, put it under the knees, and then just go to sleep. So this pillow itself under the knees, and if you need another one, you can stack it up underneath, but you can see how it's bending my knees. If I take this out, we'll look at the low back here and I'll relax. So if I take this out, my butt now is pushing up my low back, and I have a lot, and I'll get this drawn out of the way, but I have a lot of space under here, right? You can see that? There's a good amount of space under there, okay? And that puts more strain and stress on the low back. So if I put this pillow underneath, you can see already how much that flattens out. My low back is practically touching now, and so I don't feel like I'm jamming it in the extension, and so my back also gets to relax as I get to relax. So that next positioning though that we're gonna do is gonna be if you're a side sleeper. So if you're a side sleeper, we're lying here like this, and what happens a lot is we put our leg over top. When we put our leg over, this whole low back just starts to torque, okay? So then imagine just lying here for even 4 hours, even 1 hour, right? But if you're doing this for 6, 7, 8 hours per night, it's gonna put a lot of strain and stress on the low back, okay? So what do is we'll take the pillow, prop that between our legs, and then already that neutralizes the low back here, okay? That's all we're doing throughout all these motions, is trying to neutralize the low back and put it in a restful position. So as we sit here, this feels so much better. It stops the pelvis from tilting, and you get to go to sleep, not wake up in the middle of the night. Now the next one, sleeping on your stomach. It is one of the worst things that you can do, but we're gonna go through it because sleeping is violent sometimes, and you gotta figure out how to at least catch some Z's. So we'll take a pillow, and this time we're gonna put it under our pelvis. Before I do that, let me show you. We'll look at the low back. If I just lie down, you can see the extension that's going through my low back. And again, it's that extension that puts strain and stress on those joints, okay? And causes those muscles to bunch up, and then I'm hella tight come morning time. So I'm gonna take this guy, put it under the pelvis, lie over top, and it rounds it out just enough for me to relax, allow my low back muscles to relax so there's not so much pushing and pulling, okay? So give that a go. Let me know how it works out for you. I guarantee it helps. You'll catch some more Z's, and sometimes the tight low back, especially in the morning, this all can solve your issue a lot of times. I hear people have that tight low back. But if you're sleeping, again, 6, 7, 8 hours a night with your low back in that position and you're not doing anything for it, no wonder why during the day your low back's gonna feel aggravated as well. So give this a go. For more information, online programming, online training, check out MVMTmentor.com for more information. Peace.